Good afternoon, everybody.
Hello.
Here we are in Las Vegas.
Yep, we're doing a barbecue shootout.
Oh yeah, our
Ready?
first one. Where are we at?
We're at the Jessie Rae's. Yep, Jessie Rae's, right near the stadium actually. So
Yeah.
Allegiant Stadium, if you're looking from Jessie Rae's, is just right across the street. So
yeah,
we'll show you the
it's
picture.
a brand new Allegiant Stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna put up Jessie Rae's with I think two more.
Yeah, with Rollin Smoke.
You're right.
And John Mull.
Oh yeah, John Mull's. We went there about 2 years ago, so
Yeah.
it's worth a revisit.
Yeah, we're gonna visit that place.
All right, you ready to check this one out?
Let's go.
1923. That's our signature. Again, spicy?
We have a 3-meat combo. Looks amazing. So here we go. This is a brisket. We asked for the fatty brisket, which is right here. You can see all those pieces of fat in there. Here's the pulled pork, nice and juicy, and the spare rib. And we also have one side, which is our corn with smoked butter.
That's the brisket.
It's a brisket. This is actually for one person, but these portions are humongous. So this is actually a plate for one person. Here's the brisket. Look at that. Really good barbecue. Try this piece.
How's everything?
Great.
So good. No, I'm doing it right now.
No, I'm not asking you yet. So
Hi.
I'm Jessie Rae's mom.
That's some good brisket. Very soft. Good tasting. And you can tell the difference in the beef. Here. Let's get another bite. It melts in your mouth. The sauce is awesome. This is really good. The shootout, we have 2 more places to do it, but I don't know. This is really good.
Second item here is the pulled pork. So we kind of picked these 3 meats because it's going to be common among the other barbecue places. So we figure everyone has pulled pork, pork ribs, and a brisket. There we go. Did get some extra barbecue sauce on the side. Very moist. Good pork butt flavor. You can see how stringy the pulled pork is. See that? The barbecue sauce is a little sweet, but it has some heat to it too. Very good barbecue.
Corn with smoked butter. Corn is sweet. It's weird, I've never had it before. You can taste that smoke in that butter.
Interesting.
It's sweet corn. This little, it tastes like a barbecue rub on top. This has a little bit of a kick to it. Corn is nice and pops in your mouth with that rub on top and that smoked butter. It's really good, and I love corn in the way this style is. It's very good. I'd try it.
Here is a pork spare rib. I have to support it, otherwise it's just gonna fall. Just like that. Fall off the bone tender. Here we go.
Would you recommend that over getting one of the sandwiches? Yes, only because it's our signature dish and has a little bit of everything. And that way you can taste it all and decide which one to do next time. Okay. Because you will be back. So there's no pork on it though, just
It's a real deal. It's pretty awesome. Not only does it fall off the bone, but it's super tender. And it's the same barbecue sauce that they use on the pulled pork, and I'm probably sure on the brisket as well. Just take a look at that. It just comes right off. Minimal effort, super clean.
Well, I was just thinking on a sandwich. Sometimes it happens like I don't want the meat.
Excellent. That was a successful.
Oh my gosh, this is like so good barbecue. It's just a little hole in the wall place right near Allegiant Stadium.
Right.
Unbelievable. We have 2 more places to try out. This sets the bar very,
it sets
very
the bar
high.
really high.
Yeah, it does.
I think this is by far the best barbecue in Las Vegas that we've had so far.
Yeah, and he says it's even better than Fox Brothers in Atlanta.
Yeah, the pork ribs. These
Yeah.
pork ribs here were stand out to me.
Fall off the bone.
Outstanding.
Perfectly seasoned, great barbecue sauce, and the barbecue sauce, everything is made in-house. So you got to try this place.
They've been in business here for 5 years.
Almost 5 years. 5
Yeah.
years. This is July right now, so 5 years August. So next month, 5 years August.
Oh yeah, great place.
They've won numerous awards.
Oh yeah, they have.
Yeah.
I shot it on the wall. So yeah, we have 2 more places like we said,
Yeah,
and we'll
we do.
see how they all stack up and see how the shootout goes. All right.
Ready, babe?
Okay, stand by for the next place. Okay, we made it to our stop number 2 for our
Yes.
barbecue shootout.
Yep, it is Rollin Smoke. It's right next to the 15 freeway, and we're gonna go check it out.
Yeah, these guys have, I believe, 3 locations.
They do.
This is the OG location with over 3,000 reviews.
Yes, off of Highland.
Why is Mark still here?
We got the 3-meat plate. So we got the fatty brisket. The brisket comes chopped unless you specify how you want it. We said we want it sliced and fatty. See nice fat pieces in there. We got the ribs,
The pork spare ribs.
pork spare ribs, and we got the pulled pork. So almost about the same of what we ordered
It is.
at Jessie Rae's. It comes with one side, and we got the cheesy mac for the side. And it comes with a piece of bread, which is right under the ribs.
Okay. They brought us the sauce.
This is their original sauce, and it even comes with a level of how hot it is. Right
Oh, so
there.
it's definitely not mild.
Nope.
Medium.
And it feels like it's straight out of the fridge. It's cold. This pulled pork is really nice. You can tell it's finely chopped. Really good pieces in there. It has a little bit of sauce in there already. Here's my first bite. Very good pulled pork. I'm gonna taste very meaty. I'm gonna taste a little bit of fat pieces in there. Good without the sauce, but the sauce brings it up another notch.
This brisket is really juicy. You can tell. You see, like the moistures of the juices come out if you squeeze it. We're gonna go for a bite right here.
Here's your bite.
Here we go. Here's the color of it. It's really good. Try this out. A lot of smoke flavor comes through to the meat. It's a good piece. Not quite as tender as the one we had yesterday,
Jessie Rae's.
But the beefy flavor of the brisket really comes through. I think this is one of them that we need extra sauce as well. Just to kick it up. There we go. The sauce is really good. It's not too vinegary, a little bit on the sweet side, and kind of not really watery consistency, but it's not super thick. But it has good flavor though. Going for the ribs.
There's a really good bark on that. Here's a very good smoke ring there. Look at that. Just easy off the bone. Super easy. Let's try this thing right here. Very good. This bark is very tasty. Kind of, when I first bit into it, it kind of reminds me of a really good soft beef jerky. With that bark. This actually doesn't need any sauce, but that sauce will tip it up to another level. It's a really good sauce. Very tender. It's a really good barbecue. Really good barbecue.
So mac and cheese. Now we're always on the lookout for some good mac and cheese, baked beans, and even the corn. It's one of our favorite sides. So we're gonna give this one a go. Just by piercing it with a fork, very moist, tender mac and cheese. And I was right. Super good. It's delicious. Nice and cheesy, but not to the point where it's too much cheese. Just right. I believe this. Obviously, there's two different kind of cheese here. The yellow and whichever one that they mix the macaronis in. That's a wrap for Rollin Smoke BBQ.
It's really good barbecue.
It is. It is.
I'm not going to tell you which one I like yet, but we've already broke it down in our head. We're going to be doing the meats by separate.
Yeah,
Not the plate, but we're saying, okay, this is where we like the pulled pork. This is
yeah, and then we'll give one overall as far as which barbecue place is, what will be our favorite.
Right. This pork, the pulled pork kind of reminded me of like a chopped pork. Like when you go to a barbecue place like we've gone to like in Kansas where it's a whole hog type barbecue place, instead of pulling the pork, they chop it into really kind of like fine.
Which is like it's moldable, perfect for a sandwich.
Yeah, one of those.
Like
one of those. So it was really good pork, and everything else was really good. But we have one more place to try.
Yeah,
right?
which will probably be tomorrow. I think. Yeah. So
spread out our barbecue.
The next one's going to be John Mull's.
John Mull's. Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's gonna be good.
Stay tuned for that one. Okay, we reached our third and final place for our barbecue shootout.
Yep. Lisa and Kyle were just here, so we're gonna try it again. It's John Mull's. Right here.
John Mull's
Meats.
Yeah.
I think it's called John Mull's Meats.
Roadkill Grill.
Yeah.
Roadkill Grill.
It's pretty awesome here.
Yeah. Now we have been here about 2 years ago, and it's worth a revisit for this shootout because it is within Las Vegas.
Right. Exactly. And yeah, when you look up the address, it still says Las Vegas. I know a lot of people have been mentioning somewhere in Henderson.
Big B's.
Yeah, in Henderson, but we're gonna keep this strictly to Vegas for this one at least.
Right. All right, you ready?
Ready.
Spicy or mild sauce?
Mild, please.
Got it.
Alrighty, they give you a choice when you get your combo meals. They give you a choice of all these different breads. We got the cornbread for this one. They give you two sauces, mild or spicy. We got the mild, and this is one meal. Just so you know, this is one meal. This is how much food they give you for one meal.
Wow. So what do we have here?
Definitely shareable. We got the pulled pork right here. These are the pork ribs and brisket. They don't have a fatty brisket. You know, we asked for fatty, but it only comes in one way. And this brisket is soaking in juices when they pull it out for you. It's so good. And then we got different sides, which is going to be their baked beans and their collard greens.
So I'm gonna give the pork spare ribs a try first. I can already tell that I'm gonna need some sauce on it, so I'm just gonna sauce it up. Okay. Here we go. John Mull's pork spare ribs. Oh. Very juicy and meaty. Good taste of the pork rib. The sauce is definitely on the mild side. There's no heat to it at all. Semi-sweet. I wouldn't say it's an overly sweet barbecue sauce. It's really good. It's coming off clean off the bone. I'm gonna give these beans a try. Look like there's some pieces of meat inside. Definitely pieces of meat. And green chili or bell pepper? I'm not sure. Great baked beans. Now this has a tiny bit of spicy heat to it. Not too hot though at all. Just has a nice, good overall flavor. Oh, you know what? I see some ham in here. Maybe some little pieces of pork belly along with the ground meat. It is not a vegetarian baked beans for sure. I like this one a lot.
Here's the briskets. You can see the juices in there. That's the juice that they pull it out of when you order it. It's thinly sliced. Let's try to get a good sized piece here. I think I'm gonna try the brisket first on its own, and then I'm gonna try it with the sauce. It's a good looking brisket. I'm gonna go dip it in that sauce it was sitting in. There you go. So here we go. Very good tasting brisket. You can tell it's actually a little bit fatty, even though it's thinly cut. This would be a perfect for a sandwich. Of course, my favorite is the collard greens. It has pieces of meat in there, as you can see. Good spices in there. Let's see. I'm not a collard green expert, but I know which ones I like. It's really good collard greens. Nice, tender, easy to eat. Has a little bit of a spice to it.
This is their pulled pork. They give you so much, it's ridiculous. I saw the server put like a whole heapful right on the plate. I was like, who's that for? It's for us. So again, I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of sauce. Again, almost like with the pork ribs, it is moist. I don't know if you just look at it, kind of looks like it's been sitting out for a while and it's dry. Not true. It is super moist. When I hit it with that barbecue sauce, it just comes alive. This is without the sauce. Even still, a lot of flavor inside, even without the sauce. So almost like you said about the brisket, this will make a perfect pulled pork sandwich. Put that on a nice bun with some coleslaw. Boom. Right there.
You can tell this cornbread is freshly made. Look at that, it's almost like a muffin top.
Oh yeah.
Good color. You can tell it's like filled with butter or something. It's very moist. Very moist cornbread. I went cornbread before where it's kind of dry. Not the case here. It's kind of like a It's sort of kind of cornbread, but it's kind of cakey tasting. Almost like a muffin top. How moist a muffin top is. This is what this cornbread tastes like. You can tell it's cornbread, but it's not very corny. But it's gonna be really good with this meal.
And just to clarify, that's corny with a C.
I said corny, baby.
This is the way to hit the cornbread. A little bit of baked beans with the cornbread. That is good. Cornbread is a little bit sweet to me. So along with the baked beans, that's almost like a home meal. Just put a bunch of cornbread with the baked beans because it already had this meat and protein in there. That's all you need. That wraps up our Las Vegas barbecue shootout.
Yep, we came over here to Red Rock to look around and to do our wrap up for the barbecue.
That's right. Without further delay, I'll give you my top 3.
Okay, go ahead, babe.
Number 1, Jessie Rae's. I got to give it to them. Jessie Rae's was outstanding all around 3 meat plate. Number 2, Rollin Smoke. They get my number 2 vote. And number 3, John Mull's.
Wow.
Disclaimer time. All 3 are excellent in their own rights. They have, each one has a huge following. We're just simply giving our opinion on it. With that, what is your top 3?
Mine is Jessie Rae's. They're for the win, definitely. Then I like John Mull's. So I like John Mull's. And then mine is Rollin Smoke. Again, they're all excellent places. All of them give 4.5 stars on Yelp. So we recommend you guys to go on your own and tell us what your favorite is.
Yeah. As far as the serving, we noticed that Jessie Rae's and John Mull's, they just pile it on.
They give you a lot. It's more than enough for 2 people. It's good enough for 3, depending upon how you eat, and sometimes even 4 for a little bit, or 3.5, definitely. Those 2 places give you a lot.
Yeah.
Rollin Smoke is the only one that seems like they proportion it.
Yeah, that was enough for like 1 person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we shared.
We did. That's it, babe?
That's it. The meats. I like the breakdown. I like the brisket and the ribs at Jessie Rae's.
That's what I was going to say.
What? So the brisket's so fatty and meaty, and those ribs, you can taste every single morsel in those ribs.
Ribs are
They're
super moist.
Falling off the bone. All 3 places had ribs falling off the bone, but this one had the best, I guess, melt in your mouth meat feel. So that was
both of them.
excellent.
Pulled pork.
Pulled pork. My favorite actually was Rollin Smoke. Pulled pork because it's more like a chopped pork.
All right, this is ridiculous. I was going to say Rollin Smoke.
I like their pulled pork the best.
Rollin Smoke. It was chopped. When you put it in your mouth, first thing that hits you again is the smoke.
Yeah.
You know, it gave me the choice whether I want to put the sauce on it or not. Wow. So so that's our wrap up for our best barbecues here in Las Vegas.
And we always recommend you guys to definitely give us your favorites. This gives you just a little bit tip of the ones we tried. If you find any more, give us a shout out, or go try these places when you come to visit Vegas next. Now, these places, some of them are close to the strip, some of them are a little bit far. So if you have a car, you definitely have to travel there.
Okay, well, thanks everybody for watching our barbecue shootout, and we'll catch you on the next one.